Porky's Corner is proud to be sponsored by Spartan Site Solutions. They are specialists in civil engineering and demolition contracts for the construction industry. Interested parties should visit their website or contact Porky's Corner for a referral at porkycorner@mail.com.
All you hardcores out there, how are you doing? Big P here, voice of hardcore boxing. Let's have some heat kept in here on this like mini industrial estate here in Haywood, Bury Rochdale area. It's about to get a load of discs and pads fitted. Frank sorted it, my mate from Bury. Put it on Frank, wasn't I, yesterday? Well, I'm back. Frank knows everybody. You can't get your card on somewhere. You'll see Frank. They'll do the business for you, won't they? So that's where we're at. I didn't really do much at weekend because I've been busy, but I'll cover a few bits and bobs. Denzel Bentley. I don't think he disgraced himself. I don't think he disgraced himself at all. I think he did best he could. But it wasn't good enough for it against that Janabek, or whatever it's called. I can't pronounce his name. A lot of these foreigners I can't pronounce the names. But I wish him well. Denzel Bentley, good luck to him. What level would I say he's at? I'd say he's Euro level. That's what I'd say. If matched correctly, he could pinch a world title. There's worse fighters than him that have pinched a version at world title, whether it's a regular belt that were vacant or a vacant main belt. So, but I think he's Euro level at the moment, but I think there's scope for improvement. Whether he has to change trainers or not, I don't know. I don't like to see that, but I always look at fighters, whenever they lose, first they're angry, then they're upset, then they play blame game, don't they? That's how I look at it. But it is what it isn't, innit? Joshua with IBF. Eddie's trying to manoeuvre him into position here with IBF, innit? I don't know what they're doing there. By hook or crook, they're going to get Joshua back in mix, aren't they? Like they got him in the mix to begin with. But when Anthony Joshua fought Charlie Martin for that belt, it was a farce because it was Tyson Fury's belt, and they took it off Tyson, didn't they? He'd done nothing wrong. He went over and beat a 9.5-year champion, did nothing wrong whatsoever. Took the man's belt, and that could have been a trigger for him to go on slide at the time, couldn't it? But who knows, maybe that's why he can't stand Eddie. But when he won that belt, all we're hearing then is where he's learning on the job. You can't go for world titles, pinch one, and then say we're learning on the job, we're not taking this fight, we're not taking that fight. Because who is Anthony Joshua's best 3 wins? Who? His best 3 wins, would Joe Joyce beat them people? Yeah. Would Wilder beat them? Yeah. Would Fury beat them? Yeah. But he beat Vladimir and Fury. Fury opened the gates for them all, didn't he, really? So really, Fury ain't my cup of tea, but he can fight, can't he? They should kneel before him, shouldn't they? That's what they should do, because a lot of them wouldn't have what they've got, Joshua, Eddie Hearn and whatnot, if it weren't for Tyson, would they? So I look at it. So, who's your top 5 heavyweights at the moment? Well, my top 5 is Fury, Usyk, Wilder. After that, it's what? Joe Joyce. I don't know if you could give a top 5. There's them top 4 there. Ergovic, no. And I thought Zhang beat him. I'll give you the top 4. So, alright. Ricky Hatton, Barrera. What was all that about? Ricky Hatton, Barrera. Hey? Ricky Hatton just won't leave it alone, will he? There's got to be a mix. And they're going... He's one of them people that says boxing's booming because he's sat pretty, innit? Boxing isn't booming, statistics prove it. And it's not going to be booming when we've got former champions like him selling tickets for exhibitions, so that real boxing fans are going to end up going to that fight as well when they're taking money out of them kids trying to sell shows on ticket deals. Have you heard that? Is it Bree Wright or that girl who's on radio this morning or coming into through Manchester Road or listening to it? She was saying that it's struggling to sell tickets and that, but Ricky Hatton and Barrera, they're not bothered, are they? They've had their time in limelight, they've had their money. Why are they still getting involved in exhibitions? I mean, Ricky Hatton's on TalkSport going on about fighting Mayweather in an exhibition now. Why? Why take money out of boxing when you've had millions? Why don't you just jog on and leave it to next generation? Because whenever you're taking money off them, they ain't got money to come to the small hall shows, have they? So Ricky Hatton, no, not my cup of tea. And no, I won't be going to watch it at Dennis's place in Jersey on 3rd of December. I said, I'm not going. It's not my cup of tea. So that's that. Oh, you don't be like that. No, I'm not going. I don't want to go. I want to go watch him telling the same old jokes, boring everybody to death. About when Manny Pacquiao put him on planet Jupiter. And when Floyd's dad trained, oh, we've heard it all before. Go away, you bore off. Sky Show. Well done, Dalton Smith. He didn't have it all his own way, but he won, didn't he? I don't know what Steve Gray were doing with scoring. He needs to go to Specsavers or go see Shoplifters and get a cheap pair. Natasha Jonas, well done. It's Big Fraser. Big Fraser's still fighting waste men, isn't he? Let's just forget all this waste men. Let's just put him in with Gorman, Nathan Gorman, throw him in at deep end, eh? Because he's 30 odd now, Big Fraser. He's knocking on a bit, isn't he? So, Nathan Gorman versus It's Big Fraser. That's what we want to see. I don't want to see any more bin men in with Olympic bronze medalists. I don't want to see it. It needs to be fast track like Big Joe Joyce. Floyd Mayweather show with Tommy Fury. What on earth was that? Where's Tommy Fury going? Who's advising Tommy Fury? He's an 8-0 novice prospect. So put him in with English guys. Let's see him fight English guys and learn his craft instead of this shortcut to YouTubers and that, because that's embarrassing. They've shown what they're about, him and his father. It's about money. Don't preach legacy when it's really money, so I don't even want to give him airtime. Floyd Mayweather taking money out of boxing fans' pockets. Go away, bore off. So what's that? Is Lawrence Okolie parked up? Yeah, you'd say he is, wouldn't you? They're saying he's going to come out and say something, aren't they, in the next few weeks and expose certain people in boxing. But we're going to see, aren't we? But Lawrence, if you want to expose them, mate, there's only one channel to do it on. Porky's Corner, mate. Because all the rest of them, they'll interview you, then they'll bottle it. They'll take it down after an hour. Alright? So get you over to Porky's Corner. But I don't like your style, Lawrence, and I won't pay to watch you if you're in my garden. But if you want to rinse somebody on my channel, you're more than welcome, especially if it's you-know-who. Alright. Terence Crawford, Errol Spence. So, why not? Yeah, why not? Why not? Let's have that. Let's have that. But why can't they make it? 2 undefeated welterweights. They've got all the belts between them. Just let us unite as one. Just for one fight. Boxing won't allow that, will they? It's like Man City and Liverpool in Champions League final, and Man City saying, you know what, we don't want to play because Haaland's injured. Or Liverpool saying we don't want to play because Mo Salah's injured. What on earth is all that about? Bore off! That's what I say to that. Here's some good fights that I want to see. Joshua Fury, Joshua Wilder. 2 good fights there. Why not? We've had Fury Wilder 3 times. Why can't we have Joshua Wilder or Joshua Fury? Eh? I don't know. I don't know, but boxing fans are fed up. Beefy Smith against Eubanks, a good fight. Do belts matter at the moment? Do belts matter? No, I don't think they do. This is the fights now. I'm not interested in belts. All this Undisputed and all that is just one-liners that promoters and fighters use just to pay lip service to fans. We know who's the best in each division. Let's just see. We don't need belts. Get rid of belts. Get rid of all these organisations. And let me tell you this, if I see anybody from organisations, don't come in my company, and that goes for border control. No time for yous. Alright? So, that's just my opinion. So, okie dokie. I'll do a bit more filming later. Alright, peace out.
2 great reasons why you should use our referral system. Firstly, just by buying or knowing a friend, relative, colleague or client looking to buy a property in Spain, you'll make some money. See the examples in this video of the amounts you could earn just by buying or referring your friend, relative, colleague or client to us. Secondly, Welcome Estates makes buying a property in Spain easy and stress-free. You are referring them to a family-run business that you and they can trust. Buying and referring to us is really that easy.